Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Kay, and today we are going to explore a very critical aspect of Express.js, which is middleware. A middleware is a fundamental concept that allows us to handle HTTP requests, process data, implement securities, and manage error handling. So throughout this video, I'll provide a comprehensive overview of middleware in Express and how it fits into a request response cycle and demonstrate how to create custom middleware for various use cases. Whether you are new to Express.js or looking to enhance your skill, this tutorial will help you equip with the knowledge needed to effectively utilize middleware in your application. So let's begin. So just grab your favorite text editor and let's jump to the code. So this is our old code that we built while we did run Node.js on Docker. So as you can see here, it's just showing a hello world, and if you go to this, as my Docker is running on the 443, you see the hello world. So in here, we get the hello world, but what if we just need to show hello world when the user is being authenticated or a specific parameter has been passed? We can give it by like this, getting checking a data that if request dot query is getting or not is data, and then checking if the data is there or not. But what if there are like 1000 API code that you need to have this particular authentication to check? Then can you do that for each function? It would be very unpractical. Okay, so what you can do is that just go here, use app, then dot use. So remember, the app dot use is the specific function that actually gives you ability to add either routes or any of your specific function. So what you can do is that you can define that are you going to use a function. So yeah, we are going to use a function, and then we gonna take a request, then response, then next. So I'm going to show you that what this next mean and why did we put that in here. After that, just close the bracket, do that, and yeah. So the use function to add middleware is been complete. So what it did that for first it take request as any request that comes to this function, it can use, and then response that if we need to manipulate anything like a response to it, we can do that, and then next. So what it will do is that it will allow you to say to express that okay, then pass this request to next function, which will be our this function app.get. And if it didn't get any or if our logic didn't get right validation, it can throw an error. So how you can do this, let me show you how we can do this. Just for time being, let's make a key. Okay, so a key would be something like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so this would be a key. Let's assume that this would be key, and we have to verify it with that key. So how we send a key? We can send it by request.query. So what it will do is that on query we can get a different type of uh, query. So let's say x. Okay, let's say a token. Okay, so that's one of the most common denomination of access token. Say let's token if the request of token is equal to key. So if the request token is a key, then only send it to next function. Otherwise, just else it and response dot status. So we have to give a status. Most of the time when we are giving forbidden for authentication or anything, like we should give 403, which is forbidden error, because this request is forbidden for users who don't have valid credentials. So that's why. And then send, and on the send you can send a body. Okay, let's say on this send add send JSON. Okay, maybe done that. Okay, so send this uh, error, then yeah, authentication invalid. So as you can see here, we set the authentication invalid, and so we implement this. And so okay, maybe I just did something. Okay, so as we are sending the JSON, we can't just simply set send. We have to add like send JSON, so it get as a JSON response. So what it will do is that if I create a Docker image and then rebuild it, what it will do is that it will check if the query token is there, and it actually match with 1 2 3 4 1 to 10. If that executes, it will go to the next function, or it will give you the error. So let's check. Okay, before that I have to also check if request dot query dot token is not equal to undefined, because if no one gives this query, we also have to show the, yeah. So remember, on Node.js, you have to check if the query is there, because it can give you an unnecessary error. So that you have to think. I mean that you have to be careful about. And let's rebuild this. I'm just going to pause this section to rebuild for you, so it can be fast. Okay, so I just let's run the command again to build the image. Okay, after that it will we will going to down the Docker, the Node app, and then bring it up. So as it's down, you can see, yeah, it's down, and now we are going to make it up. So as you can see here, we have app.use as our middleware, and we have to give token to 1 to 10, and then it will give us, I mean, the hello world page. Otherwise it will give us the authentication invalid. So let's go to this. Okay, if I hit that, it's showing an authentication invalid as we expect here. Now let's give it a token. Okay, token of 1 to 2. Okay, right. So as you can see, we have a hello world in here. Also, the authentication is been completed. Also, I have to show you one simple thing that may change your like whole perspective, that how you can use that. So what happen is that whenever your next function is run, it will go to the API that you are hitting. So say we are going to hit rest this API, and on this particular API we need which user has access this particular API. So how you can check that? You can check that from your middleware. or you can check that inside your function you have to write each particular function, each logic to get the data from your request ID. So what you can do is that you can actually get the request and then dot identity. What it will do is that it will create an empty identity object, and then you can add your uh, inside your identity object you can add your token, which you may need for multiple purposes. So let's say the token is there, so request dot query dot token, and then you may need request dot identity dot user. So on the basis of token you can build a logic where you can get the user, and let me set it user as let user as object of say id um, 1, and name say the 1. Okay, so we give that user, and then it actually going to run to next, so the next function. So if we can access it in here, so let's say we want user id, we can I mean the id of user that is requesting it, we can easily get it by request dot identity dot user and dot id. So that how we can get it. Let's just check if we get this or is there any error. So let me run the image command. We build image command. Okay, let's just see we saved it or not. Okay, we saved it. Then docker compose down, docker comp okay, sorry, yeah, just docker compose down, then docker compose up, and let's go to this. Okay, so just to check that everything is working and there are no issue with authentication. Yeah, so authentication failed here, and it should be showing a page. Yeah, as you can see, we have id of the user. For now we can also give the username same as there. So it's one of the like best practices if you can set your user id, that is the user that is requesting to your API. In that way, you can verify if that user is authorized to do or perform any action or not, some action or not. So it's very easy and it's very useful. So I just thought I should share it you all guys. So let's build it. Okay, and yeah, then make it down, then make it up. Yeah, so if you see here, what it will do is that it will, yeah, so it will show you the name of the user. So this is the user that accessing this particular API, and that's how you can implement your middleware in your in Express JS on Node.js runtime. So yeah, signing off.